Hello everyone, this is VGSamp. I am here to talk about how to play the Pathfinder effectively. Of the 12 classes featured in Tribes Ascend, the Pathfinder enjoys the fastest speeds and is necessary if you want your team to win in a game of Capture the Flag. The Pathfinder is a fast, high mobility class used for quick flag captures and chasing. However, in one-on-one combat, this class will be lacking against classes with more firepower. But who cares? You're going fast, and this is the point. In Capture the Flag, everyone's going to be playing their different roles, and so should you. And people will get upset if you're doing something that, well, Pathfinder really shouldn't be doing, like taking on the enemy team on 1-on-16 combat with just a light spin fuser and no upgrades to the armor. You're not going to last long, I tell you that. Anyway, as you can see right now, I have the flag. I'm moseying along, trying to limp back to the finish and score a point for my team. Having the flag on your back makes you a huge target sign for everyone else going against you, and a huge, even larger target sign for other Pathfinders, because the two roles of a Pathfinder is to capture the flag. I'm doing that right now. I'm doing good. And the other role is to chase enemy flag carriers. If someone takes your flag and it's a Pathfinder and they're going really fast, who do you think is also going to go real fast? You. This way to get real fast in a short amount of time is invaluable when catching up to enemy flag carriers. And then you can take them out with the Impact Nitron, which is basically a grenade that when it's thrown, the concussion blast will force drop the flag, and then you can grab it and everyone's happy. You can also take out the flag carrier just traditionally hitting them or getting them down to health and taking them out with light spin fuser, bolt launcher, light assault rifle, or a shotgun. The Pathfinder's loadout is pretty standard. You see me using the bolt launcher, and I bought this and I thought it was great. I think the reason I like it more is because, look, you do more damage than the traditional light spin fuser, and you can hit them easier. It's just a personal preference. People like the spin fuser because it's so much easier to get a blue plate special, and in mid-air combat is much easier with the light spin fuser. Not as easy though, because you're low on health or you generally don't have enough health. Now, when you pick up the enemy flag as a Pathfinder, you can't linger. You gotta come in fast and leave fast. You do not want to be a llama. Llama Pathfinders are completely a waste of players, and you're just not going to achieve much. Anyway, back to my discussion. There are two perks that are very, very, very important if you want to be a good Pathfinder player. The first is Reach. This one's simple. For flag capping, for traditional flag capping, for someone who doesn't have Reach, you have to run directly into the flag to grab it. With Reach, it extends your reach, and you don't have to run into the flag. You can be off by a couple feet, and Reach will basically simulate your arm reaching out. It's important for this kind of play. Flag capping is so much more easier when you don't have to directly run into it, and you can't always directly run into it. Sometimes the enemy base will be surrounded by so much crap that you can't just make a direct grab. You have to be off a little bit. Reach helps. You don't have to, and you grab it, and you're good. The other perk is Survivalist, and you may have seen me pick up some ammo drops throughout this video. What Survivalist does, and I think every class, this might be the perk that I think every class should have. It's so good and so useful. Survivalist, basically, when you pick up an ammo drop, it used to be that you would just get ammo. It's an ammo drop. However, with the Survivalist perk, when you pick up an ammo drop, you get some of your health back. There's a certain percentage, and the percentage you can upgrade with XP. So the perk is upgradable. You can get more health per ammo grab. And the final upgrade for the Survivalist perk is it gives you energy whenever you pick up an ammo canister, and this is really important. Say, for instance, theoretically, this is a theoretical combat situation. Say that you're a Pathfinder, or really any class, and you've been in a rough a one-on-one battle, and the guy, you just killed him. You just killed your opponent, but you're down low. You're low on energy and you're low on health. Normally, you'd probably be killed in a couple seconds later. Now, if it would be really useful is if other people have been dying around you, you could just pick up some ammo drops, and you'll get health and energy back, and you could be ready to go. It improves your Pathfinder staying power. Survivalist also improves the it lessens. I guess it'd say it makes you die less often, and it's good because when you play as a light armor class and you have such limited health, getting as much health as you can with this perk is important so that people don't take you out. You don't want to be cannon fodder. You do not want to be cannon fodder. You want to be the kind of class that pisses off other people because you keep taking their flag. That's the option, and that's the only option you have. Pathfinder is very, very fun to play, and sometimes if you play it too much, you might just get sick of the other classes because you're not moving as fast. You gotta go fast. That's literally the mindset of a Pathfinder. You have got to go fast. If you slow down, you're useless. You should just leave the game and quit playing. I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, go fast. As a recap from what I've been talking about, the Pathfinder class should only be used to grab and capture flags, chase the enemy flag carrier and force them to drop your flag, and harass other players. One-on-one combat will get you killed unless you know how to aim. You'll encounter, and you probably have in your games, that a Pathfinder player who's really good, and I mean and they probably have the bolt launcher. Spin Fuser's good for the mid-air kills. Bolt launcher's great for the explosive detonation. Airmail accolades are fun to get. Anyway, how I play the game, I recommend the bolt launcher, the impact nitron, reach, and survivalist. Now your secondary weapon, shotgun or light assault rifle, I prefer shotgun. A shotgun is great because most of the combat you would experience as Pathfinder is basically in the range of a shotgun, and if you hit, you'll do 60-65 damage, and then the person, if it's someone who's about to go down because you've already been shooting at them with a bolt launcher, that's great. Then they won't last long. You can take them out. A shotgun's useful for close combat. I mean, everyone knows that. It's a shotgun's for. If you want to be a combat Pathfinder and a combat Pathfinder, it makes no sense to me. But if you're the kind of person that really wants to go fast, but also wants to kick some ass, the loadout I would recommend would be an impact nitron, bolt launcher, and thrust. Now the thrust pack gives the Pathfinder a burst of acceleration at the cost of energy. The thrust pack can only propel the Pathfinder to a certain speed, and once it's 130 kilometers per hour. That's still fast, and it's useful too. If you're in a situation where you just lost all your energy, you can activate it and get up to that speed real quickly. And then it helps if you just grab the flag, you were stopped, and then you suddenly need to get back to speed, and then you can activate your thrust pack. Also, if you're going real fast and you need to change directions, just activate thrust. Once you reach a certain speed, and once that's 130, if you reach that speed, thrust will not make you go any faster. So it's useful for going from 0 to 130 real quickly, but if it's a matter of moving real fast over long periods of time, thrust is not good. If you're planning a route around the map, which really, you expect it to make you go fast. But thrust is very useful for combat because you're able to get out of there real quickly, come back, rinse and repeat. Basically that kind of mindset. Now, an experienced Pathfinder player is not necessarily... well, they're good. They're just good. I mean, they'll be able to aim accurately, and it takes practice. I recommend for every single class you want to play as and get better at, please practice. Just play a game with this certain class all the time. If you have another class that you love to play as, just play as the Pathfinder. Once you get better, everything else seems to fall into place. Timing, accuracy, moving along slopes. Skiing is very important for all classes, but much more important for Pathfinder because Nothing is better or helps more than landing a perfect ski down a slope and gaining some incredible speeds without even having to use a Nitron Blast. Nitron Blasts are useful, but they will take 300 health from your Pathfinder, and so that you want to use them when you're not about to get into the enemy base. Gives you some time to recharge. I think that's about all I wanted to say about the Pathfinder class. I hope you find this useful. If you have any questions, just type them in the comments section below. This is VGSamp. I am about done here. There'll be more videos with a different class every week coming out, sometimes even sooner. Just remember though, the Pathfinder is very necessary for capturing flags, very necessary for chasing enemy flag carriers, and you should always go fast. This is VGSamp signing off. Stay tuned for better, higher quality how-to videos of the classes of Tribes Ascend. Stay tuned for more. VGB.